What's going on, moviegoers? So you're new to the channel, my name's Christian and welcome to SeaWorld Production. Avengers Endgame, you guys, is headed for the Oscars. Disney is hella promoting for your consideration for a bunch of categories, a bunch of actors for the Oscars, and it's really interesting to me. It really is, because it's getting a lot of BuzzFeed around the internet right now. Some people like it and some people are definitely hating it. But I think it's a little out of hand when you really look at some of the categories. I really do. Now, I'm a huge Endgame fan. I loved Endgame. Second best movie of the year, next to Joker. Love Avengers Endgame. Culmination of 10 years, made me cry. It was a poetry in motion of what the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige and everybody were able to capture with that film. That finale, the end, it was just so damn beautiful. It made me just be like, feel so great to be a comic book fucking nerd, because that's what it's all about. Like, dude, imagine 15 years ago, did you imagine we'd get a film like on this scale of Avengers Endgame? Never. I never even thought we would get an Avengers movie. And now look at us. We're headed full steam in the next 5 years with a bunch of comic book movies going to Phase 4 and Phase 5. It's going to be incredible. But let's talk about the list for your consideration. For Best Picture, it's being nominated. Well, trying to be nominated. Then you have Best Director. I could see Anthony and Joe Russo, kind of, sneaking into that category, because to direct a film of this scale is incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. And I wouldn't even want to be in their shoes, because I don't know how I would juggle all of these films like they were able to juggle and deliver, all four of their movies on a scale of just amazingness. I don't know how they did it. So I can definitely see, them getting a nod for best director. Then you have Best Adapted Screenplay. Then you have Best Supporting Actors, Best Supporting Actresses. Now, okay, this for me, I felt like is a little too much. To have Downey, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Jeremy Renner, Josh Brolin, Paul Rudd, and Don Cheadle for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars is quite too much for me. Let's be honest with you. Like, their performances are cool. It's not like we didn't see anything they didn't deliver over the last 10 years in the MCU. I mean, maybe close enough would be Chris Hemsworth because of the character dealing with PTSD and him putting on weight and him, dealing with all those things that he was dealing with. You can kind of see it. And I feel like Chris Hemsworth probably delivered the best performance in Avengers Endgame. I mean, Downey was cool and all, but I don't see Downey getting nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't. I mean, when I see, these categories at the Oscars and I see these nominees, I think of like Joaquin Phoenix as Best Actor. Like, that to me is like the pivotal top notch of fucking acting. Like, does it get any better than that? Does it? You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. And then you have Best Supporting Actress. You have Scarlett Johansson, Gwyneth Paltrow, Zoe Saldana, Karen Gillan, and then you have Brie Larson. Brie Larson was in the film for all of 5 minutes. Why would she be nominated for Best Supporting Actor? Zoe Saldana, why would she be nominated for Best Supporting Actor? It's just kind of weird to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know why the studio would push for that so much. I'm on the scale of more of the score of the film, the visual effects, the cinematography, things like that. You know what I mean? I feel like a comic book movie of this stature should be nominated for. I thought it was interesting. But they're still pushing for Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, Best Production Design, Production Designer, Set Decorator, Best Costume Design, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, like things like that. Like, I'd understand. Then you have Best Sound Mixing, then you have Best Sound Editing, Best Visual Effects, and then Best Original Score. Those categories I'm all in for this film. But the categories of like Best Supporting Actors and Actress in Avengers Endgame doesn't really call for it to me personally. I don't see why they would be nominated for the film. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not hating them. I love all these actors and actresses. Like I said, I love the work and what they've done over the course of 10 years. Maybe that's why they're considering Downey. Look what Downey was able to do for 10 years of the character. And look how he ended it in Avengers Endgame. Let's get him an Oscar nod. You know, even Downey was against it. He was like, I don't need it. I remember he was on the Howard Stern show, and he commented on that, and he was like, no, I'm all right, I'm good. You know, but I guess Disney decided to, you know, rule against that and, you know, try to get some of these people nominated. But quite excessive if you ask me. It really is. But like I said, for all the other categories like best cinematography, visual effects, hair and makeup, things like that, I can definitely see winning. I really can. But it's gonna be interesting, you guys. Oscar season is coming. Bunch of great movies that came out this year. Bunch of great movies. Like I said, I'm going to go see The Lighthouse this week. I'm going to go see Doctor Sleep this week. I want to see Parasite. So it's gonna be a heavy hitter. I'm hearing, you know, so far for this year, it's been great movies, and I can't complain. And I'm happy to be getting the amount of movies that we are getting every year, and the amount of comic book movies we are getting every year. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to me, you guys. I want to see what's gonna happen with this whole for your consideration Oscar buzz for Avengers Endgame. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys feel like everybody should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress for Avengers Endgame? Do you think that their performances were that good to even be on that list? What do you guys think? Post your comments down below. Let's have a little discussion on this, you guys. Peace.